Hello everyone. Well, we're going to do a few testing before we're on here. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to make sure we don't have no echo or anything. So if you guys can tell me if you can hear me, if it's clear. We're going to see how this is going to work tonight. So we got about exactly 5 minutes that I got before we're going to get started. So I'm just here doing a few testing before we get started. All good. Awesome. All good. That's awesome. Sound is great. Del Rio, Barb, Lorraine. It's Tuesday morning, 10:30. That's in Australia. Barb, it's here. Pat. So, here we go. Hello everyone. Well, tonight we'll see how prepared that I did, but I'm hoping that I can do my live class in an hour. Well, I always put more. Well, I got a lot of prepare, but I don't want to prepare too much because I want you guys to be able to see from start to finish how it's made. But I think I'm prepared pretty good tonight. So we will see how good I did my, what it's called, my, when teacher get ready, class prep. We'll see. But one thing before we get started though, we got 3 minutes and we're going to get started. I want to make sure that you guys all know that Stampin'Up added some product in the clearance rack yesterday. If you go at FrenchieStamps.com, click shop online, right there you're going to see on the left hand side, you're going to see Carol of Christmas, then clearance rack. Just click on clearance rack. That I want to make sure that you understand it is while supplies last. Like they had the watercolor wish kit yesterday that I said, oh, I love those kits and it make an awesome gift. So I thought, well, I'm going to try to order some. Well, I put them in my cart. I was in the security line at the airport, got through security line, finally got at my gate. I just had a few minutes before jumping on the next plane. And I tried to place the order. They were sold out. So you see some of the stuff sell quick. Some they're going to have longer. We don't know the quantity they got, and we don't know how much, people are going to buy of one quantity. One thing that I noticed, and I checked just before I went live, the balloon pop-up die, they still have that pop-up die. That pop-up die was $33, and it is $19.80. So that's the one that I did the luminaire or the box with. So that is part of the clearance rack. The other one that I think it is awesome, it is the So Circulant, the cactus. It's called So Circulant. The die, that was another one, $33 on clearance at $19.80. And it is a lot more stuff. If you like the Wink of Stella, they got the Wink of Stella in the gold for $4. They got some ribbon, they got some paper, the carousel paper pack of the 6x6, I think it's $4 also, maybe 3, let me check here quick. The carousel paper, yeah, it's $4. The tin of card, $10.80 and it was $27. This is the tin of card. That would make an awesome Christmas gift. You can make all the cards, you get the divider in it. Or if you got, let me put that back over there. If you get somebody that loves stamping, it would make a great gift. So it's a lot of stuff. But like I said, don't waste too much time. If you see something that you like, you better grab it now because we don't know how long it's going to be. So tonight it's all about you move me the stamp set and the framelit that it's on page 170. That's the stamp set we're going to be using with the framelits. And this is a new set of this year. So the new set with the bundle, you get the bundle here. And the bundle, you get it 10% discount when you buy both of them together. You cannot enter, many people get confused because they enter the number of the framelits and they enter the number of the stamp sets separately. You have to enter only one number, and that it's right at the corner of the page here. So any one that we get a bundle with the 10% discount there, you have to enter the number of the bundle, not both of them. Not, let's say some of it it's a punch, or it's one number for the bundle that you get at the 10%. So I'm going to use a few more stamp set in that, and everything that I use today, it's listed on my blog too, plus it is listed in the PDF file. The PDF file, what is a PDF file? It is a file that I email to you. It's not mail in the snail mail in the post office. It's sent to you by email, and you can just keep it on your computer, or you can print it. Whatever works best for you, you get the option, you know, to save it on your computer or to print it. And the PDF file include all the measurement, the direction, the link of the video, the color I use, the stamp set, all the product, it's all listed in the PDF file. So you don't have to worry about the measurement. It's all listed for each card or each project. It's all listed in the PDF file. So when I talk about PDF file, that's what it means. It's project download PDF file. Project download file. That's what it stands for. So tonight, if you place an order on my blog, the order, let me make sure I'm giving you the right information, because sometimes I get different number in my head here. Yes. So an order of $30 before tax and shipping. And yes, you can shop the clearance rack. Anything that you shop on my online store, $30 or more, gonna get you the PDF file. And this is the hostess code, K3J3 7BX6. Again, oops, I'm off track here. I'm going to repeat that one more time. It is K3J3 7BX6. So if you enter this code, you will get the PDF file of tonight's project. If your order it's over, $55, I think that's what I put for both. I don't even know if I listed. Usually I give a $5 coupon. If your order it's $55 or more, you will get the PDF file of this month project also. But it have to be used this code. And this year and next Thursday, the 24th. I think the 24th it is Thursday. Yes, next Thursday. So this is good till next Thursday. So if you're not sure about the hostess code, if you didn't mark it down or you're not sure, it is on my blog also. And yes, it's on page 170. I saw somebody said 170. It is on page 170 for the You Move Me bundle. One more thing before we get started. Next week, the 24th, Thursday also, I will be advertising for the holiday paper share, the designer series paper share. I will be advertising for that. So you see all the paper, lovely, lovely paper, and I put a little bonus snowflake in it. That will be advertised next Thursday. Well, you're the first one to know. It is, I think it's $12.95 the paper share. It's a very good price, I would say. But one thing that I want to tell you, I got a special offer with the paper share. That is the tool organizer. In that, I got my watercolor, I got my scissors, my bone folder, I got a spritz bottle because I got my watercolor, of course, my aqua painter, my brush. You can use it for many tools, but this is going to be available with people that order the paper share if they want that for, I'm not sure the price. It's going to be all listed. I don't want to say price, and my blog post, it's ready to go. But that you can get the kit to make your organizer. And this is very limited because I just get so many here, and I don't want to order more product to make them. So it's going to be released next Thursday, the 24th. So if you are interested in the tool organizer, make sure you check my blog next Thursday. Also, I'm going to have all the information for the paper share for the holiday paper share. Okay, done talking, I guess. I feel I am forgetting something. Every time I feel I'm forgetting something, but that's okay. So I'm going to flip you upside down and around, and we go. Here we go. Okay, I removed my mat, and we'll see if that's going to work better. Because last time I heard that we had some glare. So we'll see if this is going to be better. So we're going to get started here. I feel this is cricket because I see my line cricket, and that really, really bugged me. And I know I get some type A personality out here, and that's going to bug them even more than me. So here we go. Let's see if this is correct. Yes, we're seeing on the right side. Okay, first one we're going to do, and like I said, the Move It, it's some tips that I'm going to share tonight that I think are going to help you really master this framelit with the stamp set. But I got a few different techniques. I'm going to do this one first. I know many of you watch my video on the paste, but in case if you didn't see it, and then the inside, it is, let me pull this here. Here we go. And if you see this one here, it's not using the You Move Me stamp set. It is using a different one. And if you watch the, I hope it's not too much glare. If you watch my dragonfly there, you're going to see it. It's going to move. You see the moving? I don't know how much you can see in the, I think you can see pretty good. Let me try to put it closer here. You see the wing moving? I think you can see it. I see it. Oh, I think I get very good on my camera there. You see the wings are moving. Well, I'm going to share with you how you can use a different step set also with this framelit. But first, we're going to do the paste there, just because the paste is apt to dry. So we're going to do the paste first. If you are doing the paste, one thing that I didn't notice in the past, but now I know, keep your Ziploc bag that it come in and put it back in there because the paste dry very fast. So if you don't seal this good, it will dry. So now, let me open this one here. So I'm going to take, I don't need much. So I would say this is about a teaspoon. I would say it's about a teaspoon, and that should be plenty. Now I'm going to cover this back up and put it back in my Ziploc bag. Another thing that when you play with the paste, if you don't have a sink by you or, water, whatever, I recommend that you bring yourself a bath of water. And why that? It's because, like I said, this dries super fast. So you don't want to leave that on your, this is the silicone mat, by the way. You don't want to leave that there in your tool because it's going to be all crusted up and it's going to be hard to clean. So to make it easier, we're going to dump it in the water. I added about 2 drops of Bermuda Bay, and really 1 drop would have been enough. It's just sometimes when you talk, you don't pay attention what you're doing. So I get 2 drops here. It's going to be good. Just a little bit darker maybe than the first one. But that, it's just like if you do frosting and you add food coloring, it's hard to have always just the same color, except if you measure every drip of ounce. And I'm not a measurement. Okay, so now I got this. One thing that I got in mine, I took a little bit of glitter. You can put the glitter after, or you can mix the glitter. If you're mixing the glitter, you just want to put a little bit at a time. If you are putting too much glitter, it's just going to make like almost like clay. It's not fun to apply. So I just add a little bit of glitter. I think you can see the shining in that. Now I'm going to take my piece of black cardstock that measure, I think it measures 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to put that right at the top here. And usually I like to use 2 pieces of tape. That's the repositionable tape there, or you can use Post-it note. I'm just going to put a tiny bit there. Put that on top here. Here we go. And I'm going to put another piece there. And the reason why I want to put that so it won't shift while I play with that. You know what? I think I need to move my camera a little bit more this way. Here we go. I think that's better now. Here we go. Okay, now like I said, I had plenty of paste there, but I don't want it all covered, so I'm just going to add here and there. But I mixed too much, but that's okay. I'm going to have more. Sometimes I don't like to cover the whole thing. I like to leave some spot plain. I just think it look great. And because I add so much, I'm going to do another piece of paper just because I don't want to waste my paste. So let me cut, and this time I'm going to use fresh fig. I'm going to use that for another card there. It's just, I think that I got all that paste. Why wasting it? We're not going nowhere, right? Okay, I'm just going to lift this up here. Okay. Let me remove this here. Don't want to put my hand on it. And I won't even check if it's straight, this one. I'm going to do it by purpose, put it kind of diagonal. And then I'm going to lift. So you see, really, I needed about half a spoon. So I went happy, but that's okay. I'm going to have card front to do another card here. I'm going to move that and one more, and then we're going to move along. So you just spread that just like a frosting. That's it. Make sure you keep your mat down though. This one lift there, I'll make sure to see what it did. See, now I'm just applying all the leftover of my paste. Okay, this is done. So like, oh, you know what? I got a piece of trash here. I'm going to dump this in my water. I'm going to dump this in my water so when the show is over, I can clean that. See? Now I get the full thing. Another thing I want to share with you, it is, when you're done with it, you can let it dry or you can do it before it's dry. If you get some on the side, you can pass your finger on the side, so then it's all smooth. You don't have the rough edge. Okay, let me move this so I'm not making a mess. Okay, while that it's drying, and it dries fast, so don't worry, it dries fast. We will be stamping our card. Here we go. So, okay, this one here, we are using the stamp set Garden in Bloom. And we will stamp our flower with, oops, I need my gloves here. Okay, we're going to stamp our flower with Bermuda Bay. And you see that little pointy there? That point, if you put it up, you have to remember it's up, or if you put it down, you have to remember it's down. I'm going to stamp it down. You can do this one first, or you can do the outline, whatever you prefer. Sometimes I do one, sometimes I do the other one. It's whatever that works for you. Now, this piece of paper that it's the slider there, measure 2 3/4 by 4 about. And then this one gonna go right at the bottom. Here we go. Okay, now I'm looking for mine. I thought I had my piece of paper, and I don't, so that's okay. We will cut that. Okay, now we're going to use the black. And remember, the point has to go at the bottom. So now it's going to match perfect. See that? And right here. Here we go. Okay, now the next step, for the dragonfly, we need to have a mat. And the mat needs to be with copy paper. And you will understand in a minute why it has to be in a copy paper. So I'm going to bring a piece of just copy paper here with the Big Shot. Okay, I'm taking 2 pieces of copy paper just because that's what worked better. Just one don't seem to work the best. And I'm just using my regular platform. Here we go. Put my plate down. I'm going to put this there. And we're going to roll this through. And I'm going to come back. Okay. And it is important, this step, that you're using copy paper. I try with cardstock. Cardstock, it's too thick. It will not do the trick. It won't stamp through the layers. It won't do the trick. So remember, you have to use copy paper. Doing just one copy paper seemed to, it won't rip, so I do 2 at a time. And when you do this, it's the same way I do for cardstock or copy paper. What I do, I push it all on one way, see? And I just peel it. This one won't be stubborn for some reason. Maybe if I just put one at a time now. Oops, where's my scissors? Okay, let's keep on removing those things. Usually they were moving very quick. I don't know if I didn't use the same sandwich. We will see in a second here. Here we go. So you just, and that is the same way you're going to do with the cardstock. You're just going to peel them. I try with the brush, and really, I don't know if this was the paper that giving me a hard time. The other one, I was just pushing this like this here, and then I would just pull it out. Okay, this one is worse. Maybe I'm going to try another one with the precision plate, but I didn't use the precision plate. Here we go. I think it's because I'm live, you know. Let's see what we're going to get here. Okay, this needs to come off because we need that center for sure. Well, you know what? I'm going to do it in the bottom. Okay, I can do it like this. So you need a piece of copy paper that it's removed easier. Let me try one more here to see. No, that's not better. Okay, maybe I did use the precision plate. So 1 second, I'm going to try with the precision plate. Because like I said, it was working like a charm. Now, oh, here it is. I'm coming, I didn't run away. Okay, now this one I use a precision plate. So let's see. Okay. Can you tell? I see how it just peel up? I did use the precision plate. I prepared for this class before I went see my mom. And for some reason, I would swear I didn't use the precision plate. But you see the big difference this make, this precision plate? So the next one we cut for the, with the cardstock, we're going to make sure we use the precision plate. I'm going to do it in front of you. Don't worry, I didn't cheat back there. So you see now we got this. But to do the technique we're going to do there, separate them, and we're using just one piece. You need just a very tiny, tiny mat, the layers. The cardstock, it's too thick and your impression will not go through. So remember that you need just one copy paper. It's just a regular copy paper, nothing fancy, just copy paper. Now we're going to take this here. We're going to put that where we want our, and we want this straight. So the best thing to do straight, I put it on the grid paper, go straight. I'm going to take this here, go straight at the top. of my paper. Maybe it's hard for you guys to see because it's white on white, but line that super straight. And that it's the thing that's going to make it move or not move. It has to be straight. Yeah, it looked hideous before, I understand that, but now you see it's easy. So we have to use the precision plate. Now we're using the dragonfly. The dragonfly don't have two steps like the other one. It's only one step, so that's why you need this first. So if you look at my sample, you see it's stamped 3 times. I tried 2 times. It would have worked, but I went ahead, did 3 times. No, 2 times. I'm sorry. I did it 2 times. So you're going to take your black. You can use the Stampin' Jig if you want, and that make it easier. So we will do that tonight. So I got my Stampin' Jig here. Remember, well, I'm going to have to remove this. Remember, it's the corner of the plastic with the corner of this. Going to line this up. I did it before without the Stampin' Jig, but it's going to be easier with this. Stamp it down, the corner of the stamp with the corner of the handle. Remove this. Now, just to make sure that my thing, it's not moving on me, my paper here, I'm going to put that right here. Here we go. Now I'm going to line that up right there. And you want to go at the bottom of the flower, the first one, okay? So make sure your stamp is inked very, very well. You have to be straight. Should I use this? Yes. So see, I'm lining up my wing straight with my grid. Do you see that? It's lined up straight with my grid. See, my thing, it's crooked, but it's lined up straight to my grid. Now I'm going to put this in the corner there. Remove the plastic. Go down and give a good impression. Remove it. See, you think you get the full image, right? But I'm going to fool you in a minute. See the lines there? So that's why you need something like a motion. So that's why that you need the grid. So when it moves, you get the motion. I'm going to leave that there. Now, I'm going to put back my Stampin' Jig. Here it is. I'm just going to move it down 1 bit. Here we go. I just move my wings down once. Put that right there. And stamp again, straight down. Give a good impression. Up. And now you see all those lines? That's what you want. You see this? It's look very funny when you look at it. Now let's remove this. And let's try that in our... Well, first we're going to have to color it just because you're going to see it better with the color. So I'm going to use soft So Saffron. You can put some wing of Stella too also. Let me add a little bit of bling bling. And if you would add the gold wing of Stella from the clearance rack, well then you don't have to add the the so saffron, you can put just the gold wing of Stella. Oh, that poor head need to be colored though. Because it looked funny not coloring his head. Here we go. Now let's see if this is gonna work here. So now I get that here. Oh, it's working lovely. So now watch that when I move it. Let's hope that I get the good lighting. Do you see the moving? See my wings moving? So the thing to make any motion, it has to be straight with your grid. If it's not straight with your grid, you will not have the motion. It's going to be the same when we come with the big butterfly and that. So you see how the motion? Okay. Now, let me pull back my big shot because we need to add one more thing to this shebang here. I'm going to remove the precision plate though. And then in this kit here, in this framelit, you get the half moon, okay? We're going to put our, so we get the regular here. We're going to, oh, here it is. Put that right there. You're going to take your half moon. Don't put it right at the top, because if you put it right at the top, then it will not, it's going to rip. So put it, try to center that, and I'm sure your eyes, it's straighter than mine. So I'm just trying to see, I could measure, but that would involve more steps, right? Here we go. Now we're going to cut that, so put another plate on top here. Okay. Let me remove the big shot. We're going to do a lot of moving the big shot tonight because that's what it is. Now let's remove this. Now we got that. And here what I done, I use the little butterfly and you move me. So let me gather the little butterfly. And we're going to be using soft, not soft, but crushed curry for the yellow. And the yellow also for the crushed curry. Okay, you know what? I need to clean up as I go, because if not, by the time we're done, I'm going to be outside stamping because I won't have space to stamp. Okay, now the butterfly that I use, that we make it work, it was Touch of Texture. So that is the dragonfly there. Did I say butterfly? Dragonfly. It was from Touch of Texture. Let's remove that. And those flowers also. And the flower was from Garden in Bloom. And while I got the yellow out, we're going to use the yellow with this little dot here that it's in the bloom of Garden in Bloom. That's going to go in the center of your flower. You cannot see with the butterfly there. Here we go. So now we got our center done. So now I can remove that stamp set out of my side here because it's, like I said, I was getting a bit too crowded. Okay, backtrack our mission here. I'm going to say like my friend in Nebraska, back up the bus. We're going to stamp our first butterfly in crushed curry. And the next one, the little detailed one, this one, it's done in Bermuda bake. So I kind of start with the artist tonight because this one, it's the artist, I think, because, you know, it's not two-step. You have to make your own. I'm going to stamp that in the center of this. Voila. I absolutely love the butterfly in this bundle. The little one, the big one. I mean, wait, when we're going to play with the big one here in a minute. They are gorgeous. Okay, I want to make sure I'm not using this framelit though. If I would be right here. Here we go. Okay, so now how did I attach that all together? And this here, you can use it over and over. It's just that it's hard to do both on top of each other because you're not sure where it is. So you could do another one here. You could turn it in the back and do another one. It's just, you can say, I said over and over. Not really over and over, because after you stamp once, you're going to stamp it again for, let's say, a second card. Then you don't know which one is which. So I would say, you know, use a bottom one. But with the Stampin' it would help though. Okay. So now let's build our card, and this is dry here, and I didn't do this on the first one because we were doing more to waste, not waste, but save my, what it's called, that paste. So now you see, I don't know how much you can see, but if I move it, I can see all the glitter in it. And so I'm going to take this. Oh, I got a miss. Remind me tonight, I'm going to show you my miss. I think it is unreal right now. So, oh, you can see right here, just, and you see it's dry. I just turned that upside down and put my glue, and it's nothing here. And it depends in your area too. Some of you, it's going to dry faster. I'm sure in Wyoming, I bet by the time I'm done applying it, it is dry because it's so dry up there. But here it's a little bit more wet, you know. Okay, now you're going to need again 4 by, okay, this one going here. 4 by 5 1/4 of white. You're going to glue this right down here. And I put my dragonfly away there. You're going to get the picture. Uh-oh, I got some black on my hand. I had stamped the flower and dragonfly. So the dragonfly on this part here, I just stamp it and color it with my Wink of Stella. You can see Wink of Stella in the So Saffron, just to add something. So you can write on this side, and then you can always write in the back of this too also. But this, I pre-cut this one here, not because it's hard, because we're going to cut more. It's just I didn't want that you had to watch me cut every card, because after you do one, you're going to understand. I'm using the foam adhesive strip. I think that is the friendliest thing for this here. And what I done, turn this upside down here. I'm going to peel a strip here. And you have to put it right at the edge, because if not, if you don't put it right at the edge, your insert will not match. Well, I mean not match. It will not slide in. And I want another piece. Don't put any there because you need the place to slide your card. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna mount that on our card, inside the card. So this one here would be very friendly to put in the mail. And the reason why I say that, it's because the pull-out, it's inside, so it's gonna go more flat when it's closed. Well, it won't really shrink down, but it's not like on top that it won't catch. Here we go. You want to mount it more at the bottom than the top because you need place to pull, okay? And kindness, it's part of the You Move Me stamp set. And this here, why did I do that? So it grabbed there. It's just give a little decoration. Voila, my friend. Okay, let's watch this one more time. I got a tough time to try to pull in front of the camera. Oops, I didn't grab it there. Here we go. Okay, so now watch. See my dragonfly, how it move. See the wing. So that's how you use a different stamp set to make it move. Okay, move along. Oh, the top of the card. I had all the pieces. Here we go. So this, I just use a little strip of crushed curry that measure 4 by, I want to say like 1. Yeah, 4 by 1. And the white, it is 3 3/4 by 3/4. And you move me with your, oh, let me show you something. Okay, you see this greeting, right? It show, you move me with your, well, I think this look kind of like not finished sentences. So I use my Bermuda Bay marker, and this was my Bermuda Bay ink, and I just did little dots, free ends, little dot, 3 little dot, meaning that something else go with this, right? Because it's not finished. So then when you open the card, you move me with your canvas. So that's how I did that. This year, I put it flat. And the reason why I put it flat, it is because I didn't want to add it more thick, so it's still friendly to mail. And I'm just using glue dots, one at the top, and right there, make sure it's not on the side, so it don't grab on the side. I just did in crushed curry for the yellow, and the top it's in fresh fig, and that's with the framelit of the butterfly. It's not butterfly, it's why can I think of it, dragonfly framelit, and that it is on page. And it is a stamp set that matched that, but I didn't use the stamp set. I just used it's the detailed dragonfly on page 216. So I used the two, not the jumbo one, but it's kind of the medium one that get the full background, and the detailed one. That's the one I use. And voila, very simple, but after you get the hang of this, I mean, it's awesome that you can use a different stamp to do this. Okay, let's move along. Now, one thing though, you see I still have some stuff in there. Before you do the next one though, you want to make sure that it's clean of debris. So let's make sure. See, I just used the brush and boom, it's done. So remember, if you don't want to have no trouble, we're using the precision plate. Okay, now let me remove a bit of stuff again, because like I said, I got so much stuff out here that I won't have a place to stamp if I don't pick up a little bit as I go. And I'm sure you guys understand that. Okay, the next one is going to be with, it's a different fold here. Let me bring this one. So this one here, it is, see again, the foam art there. And this one, it's with the Hummingbird. Just want to shut the blinds. It starts to get dark, and I don't like it when it's dark and the blinds are open. See, watch this. So now you see my, they move very well, right? I think this one is so cool. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do this here. So, again, I pre-done this, but I'm going to do some, don't worry. What you're going to do, you're going to take your paper cutter here, and this is just a regular card base, you know. It measures 8.5 by 5.5. Now, you're going to score that just like you would score normally. At 4 1/4, you're going to score this. Don't cut, score. You're going to push it up one line so that it's 4 1/8. Just to the next line, score. Push it down, bring it back at 4 1/4 and push it down one line. Not the tiny, tiny one, the medium one, push it there. So it's going to be 4 3/8 and score again. Now that you got your score there, and the reason why I pre-score that, it takes a little bit of maneuvering to do the score. First, you're going to, not the score, but the fold. First, you're going to fold your card inside out in the center like this, okay? So then you're going to take your bone folder that it's someplace in this area that, I got one here. You're going to reinforce your score. So this one, it's done on this way. Now, you're going to open your card, and the other score, you're going to have to push it out. And that's where it's so little to push, you have to work it out a bit. So that's why I decided to do it in advance. And again here, this one's going to be there. Okay, now that we get this done, we're going to stamp our little butterfly here. I thought I had stamped one of that. I guess I didn't. I started and I didn't finish. Well, how about that? Okay, again, we're using crushed curry. And this here measure 4 1/4 by 1/2 inch, I want to say. Yes, 4 1/4 by 1/2 inch. And what I've done, I start at one end and then go over here and then go in the center and then here. So then I get it all. So 1, 1, 1. Here we go. So that part, it's done. Now the next part, it is, let me reach for my cleaner here. Oh, I got something that just tickled me in my throat. Where did I put my cleaner? I got one here. Okay, now the next one, it is with, let me think, it is Tangerine Tango. I'm gonna take this and stamp this. And if you think your butterfly are too dark in that yellow, you can use a different yellow. I think I stamp mine off, or maybe I use, because they look a little bit lighter. Oops, I get some smear there. It's all good. Here we go. That's a proof that it's handmade when you get a little bit of love on the side of your card. Okay. That is done. Now, to do this part here, what you're going to do is take your, and you see you get 3 of them, right? You don't want the full one. If you want to do the motion, forget about the full one and forget about the full, you can use it for different things. When you want to do the motion, you want to use this one, the one with the lines. So that's why with the other one, we have to find a way to do the lines, and that's why we needed the grid. I bet now you understand more the process of it. Okay, so this one, I want to try more in the same color. What I mean by that, it's we're going to do it in the Tangerine Tango. But this one here, we want this super straight. So the best thing to do this, to have it super straight, it's put it on the grid paper. Our grid paper, our Stampin' Up grid paper come very handy for this. So I'm going to put it there on the line, put this right here, try to make that straight. Okay, now you know it's straight. I'm going to take Tangelo Tango. I'm going to stamp that right here. Make sure, you know what? I need my grid paper. I cannot do it with without my grid. Much easier with grid paper. Okay, put that straight here on your grid paper so you know your paper is straight. And what did I do with my absorber? I need that. I had it here. I think I got somebody in my room moving my stuff while I'm live. Here we go. It's right here. Here we go. So now I want to make sure it's not too smeared. I want to show it's ain't made, but not that ain't made, right? Here we go. Now I'm going to take this, put that straight right here, because I know I mount that straight. Voila. Oh, I think I need to push this up a little bit more so you can see better. Now I'm going to use the other part of the Hummingbird. Oh, that again. Let me put, you want the line of the bird straight. So put that straight there on your grid paper. Try to line this up straight to your grid paper. So now you know that your Hummingbird, it's straight this way and straight this way. Oh. Did I lose you? Let's hope not. I got a problem here. Let's hope it's just here. Let's wait here. Okay. Did we lose? What's happening? Yeah, and what I see, it's mine's still working. We can hear you. All good here. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to hold on there, not to go nowhere. Okay, I'm gonna try a few things. Okay, I'm gonna try a few things here. Hello? I was moving my hand a bit, yeah. I am, but yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't see nothing at my end, but let me see when I can go back. Okay. Okay. Perfect. We're going to go from there. Perfect. Bye-bye. Okay, now I bet you get echo. Now it should be better. Okay, let's see if this is gonna play with me or not. Okay, back at it. So what I was saying, you need to take your stamp set here, put it straight at your line of your grid paper. The lines of the bird need to be straight with the paper here. And I sure hope you guys can see me. And now line this at the side of the grid paper. So then you know it's straight this way and it's straight this way. Now I'm going to use Tango again. Tangerine, no. Yeah. Tangerine Tango. Stamp off on it. And now I'm going to have to get on top of the camera and go in between our lines. Here we go. I hope I did right. Here we go. Now we're going to test that out if it's working. Let's see. It looked like I'm off a little bit, not enough, but let's see on the card if it's working. And I think I'm too high. I should add my bird lower. Yeah. You know what? Let's cut another white. I was way too high, so that's okay. The computer interrupts, so now we're cutting another one. So the measurement for that, it is 4 1/4 there. So let me cut this at 4 1/4. And I want to say it's about 3 and, I mean, not 3, but 5 1/8. Yeah, just a little bit more than 5. Here we go. So now let's try that again there. Okay, I'm going to take this, take my hummingbird, you line it up straight on your grid paper. Line that straight on your grid paper. When that is straight on your grid paper, take your clear block, line it up with the line on the side. So now you know it's straight. You want it more at the bottom because you want to have place to move. Here we go. It's straight here. It should be straight. Remove this. Gonna take the other one there, stamp off, and I'm gonna put it right at the top. Cover my lines. I match the eye. If you look at me, I'm trying to go with that little eye there. You see that little dot, and that's what I go with the eye. The dot and the eye. The eye, I bet I'm saying an age there for some reason. Okay, now this is done. Let's check that out. Ha, perfect. Watch this. See how it moved very lovely? Let me put my hand here. Okay, so now watch this out as I move. See my wing? So that is the trick to make your anything move. It have to be straight. And see how lovely it moved now? So that is how I done this one. Well, again, I did this here. I'm going to speed up the process here a little bit. What I did a line right here of my, right on the side. And then again on the other side. You want to put it right on the side, because if not, your paper that we cut won't fit. So that's very important that you put that on the side. Here we go. Remove this. Here we go. And now, never mind the bottom, just pay attention to the top for now, okay? Line that up at the top, now push in the bottom and push at the bottom. So that's why you needed this here, because this is so thick. And the reason why I want it thicker, I think it gives more space to move and it make it, oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one we stamped 2I. So this is the one we just did. And see now it go perfectly down good. And it's so good in the center there. I could have measured it, of course, but that's, see how it moved so easy. Okay, now what I done, I cut the butterfly, the full butterfly, I cut it in tangerine tango, and I used some wing of Stella on it. So I just colored the wing of Stella. I'm going to do that quick here so we can do the other one. But you see, I just color a little bit to give something in the background that it's shiny. And then I cut the detailed one with crushed curry. I just put 2 dots right in the center there and there. One there and one there. Then you're going to take this, go right on the side. I go lined up one side, then the rest lined up by itself. And that going to go right here. Again, I did all that with blue dots, really. And put this right here. Now we got the 2 little strips. Oh, one was already done. See, I knew I did one. How come I missed that? That is funny. Here we go, because I thought I had prepared that. And put that right at the top here. I thought it was missing something. If your thing, it's a little bit too long there, see? Just shape that a bit. Now the other one, I'm going to put that right here. Okay, and then the rest of the stamping, I just did the flower. I mean, I don't have to do that live. I think you know how to do the flower. I use tangerine, tango, soft suede in the center, and then all my greeting, it's from the same stamp set. Now, the little half moon there, it's the same that we did with the previous card. And so that way it stopped right there. And I did the little butterfly. It's someplace, I saw it someplace here. And I put that in the center of it. So then it hold it there. So that's how I done this one. But you can see how easy it moves. Okay, let's move along. Took me way longer than I anticipated. Of course, I do more than I should. Okay, the next one we're going to do, both of them are very similar. So let me bring that here. When I say very similar, very similar. We're going to cut, let me bring the big shot here. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 6 by, I just cut it at 6 there. It's 6 by 8.5, I'm sure. And the other one, it's 6 by 5. What we're going to do, let me remove those stamps here. This one, it's tricky a little bit, so make sure you, you don't run away. Okay, this one here, we're going to use the precision plate, not the first thing. Let's just use the regular thing, and that is the bag, the mini treat bag. Okay, so you're going to put that here, and you're going to put that there. So you don't need the 8. But I just cut it at the 6, and because I don't need that part, but it's too small for the other part. So you would need about 6 by like 6.5. 6 by 6 would fit, but it would be so tight. So just on the safe side, like 6 by 6.5 would do the trick. Oops, my light just went down. Okay, so now we need our bag, and we're going to do, that's the other part of the bag here. Let me see if I can pull back that light there. Then the other part of the bag, and that make a card. It's a bag, but it's the same size. Then I don't know why I didn't need that much. I just took the length of it, I guess. So really what you would need it is 5.5 by about 3. And I'm sure I get the measurement in the PDF file. Okay, now that we got that, we got the 2 pieces to do our bag. And the enjoy, it's from the bag also that I got there on the other one. So let's remove this here. And I'm going to show you how to enlarge your window. I really like the way that the window look enlarged because you see more of the moving. Here we go. Pull that up a bit. Now what we're going to do is, here it is. Now we're gonna, okay, so this is the bottom of the bag here, okay? This is the top of the bag right here. But you don't want to fold that because it's going to cut both. Remember, we're going to use our precision plate. Remove a clear one, put the precision plate on top. We're going to take the bag, put it straight there. We're going to put that more at the bottom here. We're going to leave just a nice, here we go, now you can see. We're going to leave about, I would say maybe 1/4 of an inch. Now we're going to take a repositionable tape here, or you can use Post-it note. I'm going to put that right here, like this. Now we're going to cut this. Okay, leave it like that. And I find it easier if we're gonna, I should have cut it twice maybe, I don't think so. See now that we got our, or you can push it down. Usually I push it down really. You see how easier it is than the first time? So really, I think this die really need the precision plate. Oh, I pulled the wrong one there. That's okay. We're going to have a double one at the top. I didn't see, I was pulling on the wrong one. Just put your finger under and just peel it up halfway, whatever, just curled up. Take this and peel. This and peel. What did I do? Let's try another one. My goodness, I get a hard time tonight. Let's put this one here for the pink. Okay. Oops, make sure this don't pass on the side. Okay, let's roll this up. I don't know why the other one did what it did. Oh, maybe I should have run twice. Because some of it, you see, it's not cut all the way. We're going to fix that. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. So you want to run it back and forth just to make sure that you get it all the way cut out, like I did on the first one, you know. Because you're going to see, we're going to cut it back, and it's going to be much easier because I'm going to do it back and forth. So it won't peel like this. Okay, let's go again. So now and I put my enjoy first so I know where it goes. Now you want to take this and put it back and see where the opening are. If you put it in the daylight like this, I have to put it sideways so I can look through the daylight. I'm going to match that all my holes are covered. You don't want it not covered because you don't want it to cut, right? So I'm going to put that. Okay, the one that are open won't. Let me think this here over. My goodness, I'm challenged tonight. Okay, the one that cut are the one that are open. So, I want to see the daylight. That's what I thought about. Okay, so now I match this perfectly. And if you slide it, you're going to feel it that it's right in the groove. Put that there. Put your other piece of tape, another piece of tape or post-it note. It's a little bit too high. I don't think so. Going to put that right there. Going to put that like this. And I'm going to roll it back and forth. So roll it once. You're going to feel it when it drops from the tinlets. Bring it back. See, this is what I mean. So do what I say, not what I do. So with the precision plate back and forth, here we go. Now we got the extra long window. While I got this, do we have another window to do? We don't have another window. Well, let me show you. Well, maybe so. Yes, we do have another window to do. Okay, this is for another card there. I'm going to put my framelits right here. So it's going to be ready for the other one. Put your plate at the top. Let's roll this. Come back. Okay, so you see we did it twice. And watch the magic here. Oh, first I want to remove the tape. Okay, you can push it under or the top, whatever that you prefer. So now that I get all this, they're all curled up here. Take this, peel this up. Okay, can it get any better, easier than this? No. But you have to remember, back and forth with the precision plate. Boom, you got it. I was just challenged tonight. Like I said, I prepared this before I went on vacation, and I didn't make myself some note. But I don't remember having that problem when I did really prepare it. Okay, now I'm going to remove all those pieces of paper here, and I'm going to show you how to stamp that butterfly. So for the butterfly, we're going to do this one first. Okay, so for this card here, I do have it. What you're going to do, it's fold it right at the pre-score line, because this pre-score and cut, you know. Oops. Okay, what I did on the inside and what I did on the outside, the back of it, and do it on the outside so then the thing won't catch. Let me bring you down a bit here. Here we go. So the thing won't catch. If you do it like this one, I did inside. That's why I did a second one. It won't catch. So you don't want it to catch. See the butterfly moving there? So we're going to put it on the outside. And then we got this piece here. So this is going to go there. You can use fast fuse. You can use Tombow. For this, I like to use Tombow because if I'm not just straight, then I can move it around. So you see the outside, it's nothing that show. So I want this way, right? So what I done is put my, put my Tombow there. Just got happy with the glue there. Okay, now you're going to take this, open this up, put that right at the edge. Just fold this here. Here we go. Now, fold this and this. You want to make sure you don't have no glue there. Pay attention to this. Oh, you see, I see this a little bit. If that happened to you, that means I put my window too much there. It happened in another one. Don't panic. What you're going to do before you're going to glue, what you're going to do is cut. I should have done that before gluing. You see, I'm just going under there. But really, I should have done that before gluing. So just pay attention when you put your grid, and it's easy that you're going to go too much on the side. Well, then, before you're going to glue, make sure that you're going to shape this a little bit. Now, see, it don't show anymore. Okay, this gonna, I got every problem that I could anticipate tonight, so I am sure that you all learned a lot from my mistake tonight. That's the beauty of it. Don't get discouraged when you make a mistake. Just keep on going and learn from them. That's the best thing, that when you make a mistake, you learn from it. It's no doubt. Now, I'm going to put glue on this step right here and right here. So then it go on both this end and this end. Close this. Now I'm going to put glue on this tab. And remember, the tab, it's better if you put it out because we'll get that pull out there. I think usually I would say, you know, oh, put it inside so it don't show. But this one, I say, put it outside. Just use your bone folder, make that bound. There I could have used fast fuse because I cannot go wrong. Okay, so now we got this. So this card would be done the same way. But remember, I didn't do the back and forth, so we just got a broken screen there. So remember that when you do this, to go back and forth. Now, for this is a good trick here I'm going to show you. What you're going to do is take, my hands are sticky, I am sweating. Whew. We're going to take the scallop punch. Where are you? You're here. You're going to take the scallop punch. And you see, this is more than 2 inch, right? And the scallop punch, really, it's 2 inch. This it is, to fit in your thing, you need 3.5 by 5, if I remember right. 3.5 by 5.5, this one. So it won't fit in the slot here. So what you're gonna do, my light, it's really dark there. Stay there. Here we go. So what you're gonna do, it's slide it on the top. Take this, slide this at the top, push it all the way, make sure it's equally on each side. Push it all the way, punch, remove it. Now you get this. It looked kind of funny, don't worry. Take your scissors, cut this, and cut this. Voila. So now you got the perfect topper for this card. And the beauty of this here, it's that it fit in a regular envelope. All the cards tonight fit, see? It fit perfect. It's a little bit wider, the thing, but see, it fit perfect. So you can mail the bag in a card. Here we go. So now how to do the butterfly. So this one here, it is done with fresh fig and fresh fig. How about that? That's easy, right? So we did like the same thing. What you're gonna do, it's I like to do, which one do I like to do first? This one here, the more detailed one, the bigger one. So take this line in the center and put that straight on your grid paper. So if you get grid paper for this stamp set, you're gonna love it. If not, you want to find something with grid, maybe a piece of a notebook, something, because it makes a big difference to line it up. Now that I know this is straight, line up with the grid over there. So I just lined up my stamp, the side here, right at the edge, right here, that it's straight. Now I know this is straight. Now just take your thing here, line this up straight, doesn't matter where, but as long as you know someplace it's straight. My grid paper looked crooked in the camera, but that's okay, because the grid, even if it's sideways, if my paper goes sideways with it, we're straight. So it's straight with the grid paper. Now we're going to take the fresh fig and I'm going to go about 3/4 inch from the bottom. Stamp that right there. Lift this up. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Put that line straight to the grid paper. Put that straight to the grid here. Now I'm going to take fresh fig, stamp off. Now I'm going to line up my center line. That's what I lined up. That's it, just my center line. The rest, I don't pay attention to it. Et voila. See? It looked kind of funny, but it's going to work. The reason why it's going to work, because I know my lines are straight with my paper, and this is going to be straight. Make sure this is... And again, the enjoy, that was from the tree bag. Okay, now watch this as we go here. See my butterfly, how lovely it move? So that's how you're going to get it, your butterfly to move. Now at the top here, I did my little butterfly again like I did with the yellow. I use powder paint for the full butterfly, and I use fresh fig for the detail one. Just take a piece of the fine ribbon, the 1/8 of an inch, the fresh fig ribbon, fold it into, and this is about 6 inch. Fold it in two, go from the front to the back. So fold it in two, pass this here, go around and here. And Voila. So now, as you pull it out, you get the perfect motion butterfly. I'm trying to watch the camera and pull at the same time, and it don't work great. See how lovely it moves? Here we go. And then this one here, the butterfly on this one, again, this is all from You Move Me. You get the full image butterfly and you get the detail. And I'm going to punch one of that in a minute because it's got a trick to it. So we're going to punch one in a minute. I want to make sure I don't have no. Here we go. What I done, I took the butterfly, and really, if you use your paper cutter, it's even easier than trying to fold it and see it don't. So if you put the wings right on each side, center the body right in the center, fold this, score. And that's going to make it much easier to fold that butterfly. Now you're going to fold this in two. And just go off just a little bit. And then when you're going to mount this over here, what you want to do, this is very important. You want just like the glue dots. I'm looking where, okay, here they are. So you can put a glue dot right in the center so it won't keep on ripping, you know. So let's take a glue dot. Let's put that right there. Let's fold that just off a bit. See, I just push it down a little bit so we can see like the wing moving. Here we go. Now, you're going to take one glue dot where you get like the big cardstock there. You know, you get place to put a glue dot. It's not a lot of place you can put a glue dot there. But this here, you have to make sure you don't touch inside the window because that's going to get this moving slow down. Here we go. So that is it. And of course, the little butterfly at the top there. So that's how I done this one. Now the next one here, the one that I messed up, it is the same size paper. I just used a piece of the big fresh fig, and I just went around, did a knot. I'm going to do it because everybody say I cannot do the knot like this. So what I do for my knot, see the left and the right. So the left go at the top, the right go at the bottom and come around. So it's the right that go around, go under, tie this up and down here. Then take this one, the bottom one, and push it on top and under, and come here and lay it flat. See, you get a perfect flat knot. I got way too much ribbon. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it was the end of a row. But that's how you get the perfect flat knot. And then I just fold this in two. And the bottom, the opening is at the bottom. And bring the scissors from the bottom. If the opening is at the bottom, bring the scissors at the bottom. Go diagonal. Voila, you get the perfect little end. So that's how I tie my ribbon. So I'm gonna leave it there. And this again, I put the Wink of Stella, and this is Soft Sky. And this one here, I did the scallop at the bottom. I left it plain. So it's just a different way. And I use fresh fig on this one and elegant and eggplant. But you can see, now you cannot see because I got the ribbon, but see it when it moves my wings. And you can go fast too. I try to go slow so you can see it better, but see when I move fast, my butterfly, it's moving fast also. So this one, it's the same thing than the pink one. Now let's one more here. We got two more, but they're quick. I'm glad I started with the artist one. Here, I just had done different one that I wanted to show you though, and I might as well show it to you. this one here that we done with the first card, if I would know where it is, here it is. I thought, oh, I'm going to put my dragonfly sideways. It don't work. See, when you pull it out, it don't work. Can you see there? Nothing is moving. The wings are not moving. So that's when I figure it out. Your lines need to be straight on your paper. So that's why you need your grid paper. Because if your lines are not straight, it doesn't matter which one it is. Like this one here, you can tell my butterfly, it's stamped sideways a bit. See, my paper is straight and it's stamped sideways a bit. So when I put that here, oops, see, my wings don't really move there. They move a portion of it and that's it. Well, now I'm moving my paper cricket. But you need those lines straight and you will not have a problem with the motion. And I think that's where many had problem. It's with the motion of the wings or the hummingbird. It just have to be straight. Okay, next one here, what I done, see when you pull this one here, let me pull this one, see this one, it's very bright. I did my design in the back also. So this one, you're gonna stamp the detail butterfly. Let me remove this one here. I need a bit of water on this. Okay, you guys need to pray that Ollie won't give up on me, because I told Ollie, I said, Ollie, I'm very well prepared tonight. I don't think that, you know, we're going to be here all night. Now I'm looking at the time and it's an hour and a half. My goodness. So yeah, you guys sweet talk my Ollie so that she don't escape on us. Okay. Now we're going to use the butterfly, the one that it's not for the moving, okay? So what I done, it is stamp it with, and this, by the way, this is watercolor paper. So we're going to stamp with the so popular color, really. It is the, let me think. Fresh lemon lime twist. So I stamp it in the lemon lime twist, and I'm going to use fresh fig, and we're going to do rock and roll. Oops, my N in the stamp pad. I'm going to take this, rock and rock. Remember, if you do this, you have to do this with the lightest color first and then the darkest. Now I cannot go back here because that would be a no-no. So I have to dry it, wash this, go in my lightest color first, rock and rock. I'm going to put that right here. Et voila. So now we're going to take, and I know we did cut the green. Here we go. Now we're gonna, let me close this here. Okay, we're gonna take this one here, measure, it is just a little bit over 3 by about 4. We're gonna do again with this scallop, but this one we're gonna add a little bit more. So push that right there. Make sure you center on each side. Here we go. Now I'm going to cut this and cut this, but then I wanted the top, I wanted it green. So I just take a piece of scrap paper there, 2 inch, push it all the way in. Didn't punch all the way there for some reason. Here we go. Now, what you're going to do is take your paper cutter. Put that right at your line here. Oops. Push it down. We're going to glue that right there. So now, I think it's time to sharpen my blade or clean my blade. Okay, now you can glue that with snail or Tombow, whatever. I'm just using fast fuse right now because I feel I'm in the rush. I'm going to put that right at the top here. So, and for the butterfly, again, it's the same thing. You're going to stamp it like the other one, but this one I stamp it with fresh fig and elegant eggplant. You're going to take your piece of ribbon, or this one, it's in the ombre one, and I get a piece right here. And that, even if it's a bigger ribbon, you're just going to fold it in two, pass it through, under, here we go. I took way too much. Here we go. Now, this, we're going to do that with, again, the foam strip. You could put it flat. You need something a little bit raised up though, so you can, you know, pull that easy. And you have to put it right at the side. If not, you're going to have to change the measurement of the paper, because I did it so it's right. It's kind of, I don't know if tight it's the right way, but you don't have much place to play around. Now I use the fresh floral designer series paper. You know what? We're going to use the flower this time. And we're going to put that right at the bottom. So that it's 4 1/4, I want to say by 2 maybe. It is by 1 1/2. 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. Now, to know where this goes. So this here, you see it's just a little bit bigger than this. See? So put this first and then we will match this. That, I took this with fast fuse. And I'm just going to put it right, just barely above this here. Make sure you leave about the same on each side. Put that right there. And what I like this technique here, it's when you pull it out, it's something else there. It's like the party's still inside. And we're going to peel that up. Take this, put that right at the top, and you know what? I'm stamping the butterfly. I know it's getting late, but what is 10 minutes later or 10 minutes earlier, right? Okay, I'm lining up the butterfly, and the more you're going to see me do this, the easier it's going to get. So now I lined up my butterfly on my grid paper, line up the block with the grid paper on the other side. So now I got this one ready. Line this up right there. That line with the grid paper. The side with the grid paper over here. So now I know it's straight. I'm going to take my fresh fig. Where are you? Here it is. And I'm going to stamp, I think I just reversed it, but that's okay. Stamp this. I'm going to put that more at the bottom. Oops, put that straight, friends. Straight, and I'm going to go straight with this. Voila. Now I'm going to take the other one, and we're going to do elegant eggplant. And I'm going with the line in the center. And voila. And let's see how that worked, my friend. Take this, put that in, and let's wait for the magic. See how it moved very lovely? So remember that when you mount this, it has to be straight also. I see I'm off a little bit, but it still worked pretty good. So you just have to make sure that you're mounting everything, it is straight. So now you get the perfect motion. Your butterfly, it's moving very lovely. This here, if your ribbon want to move like that, I'm going to show you a little trick here. You're going to take a glue dot. After you know your ribbon, it's got the right, whatever length and that. You're going to take a glue dot. Go under this here. Slide that right under there. Pull it up. Now, your ribbon, because the way that it's full, a lot of time the ribbon want to come off. Now, it's not moving. It's not going anywhere. So, you can pull the ribbon and it's moving perfect. It won't pull the ribbon off like it did earlier. So let me show you how this, the light moved there, but I think you get a good clue how the butterfly it's fluttering. So that is this one, and inside I just did a butterfly. I did, here it is. What I done, I use, it's called Thumping. So here's in the lime green. Take your fresh fig marker and thump. Boom, 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 boom. That is called thumping technique. Then when you're done, wipe your marker, make sure. Again, you always have to do the light first and then the dark. Off on it and stamp this. Et voila. So now you got the thumping technique and with different color. I think it adds something cool to a butterfly. And this is going to go inside your card. That is it, my friend. You can add a greeting. You can use it as a note card. So this one, I left it kind of plain. Oh, this you want. And see how it matched perfectly with this, the top, the scallop top. It looked like it's the frame that got the scallop, but really it's the paper under. Okay, move along. We got one more that I absolutely love. And I need to show you the butterfly though. Okay. This was for the blue bag, but that's okay. We're going to do this one. I'm going to show you for the butterfly. It's a little trick to the butterfly. I want to make sure that you understand it. You can do both at the same time. So what I mean by both at the same time, okay, I got one over here, and butterfly like this, and then you get the detailed one. So if you want just the outline butterfly, of course, you're just going to put that here and roll it through, right? Here we go. That was for the back there. So you get this. So now, and you see, you get the, what it's called, the antenna with it. I think it's beyond beautiful, this butterfly. Now, if you want the detail butterfly, put your piece of paper, put your outline, and put your inline together. And you can cut both of them at the same time. Just roll this through. Okay, I'm going to put that there, remove the big shot. Thought it was paper. Okay, so see this here, if I wouldn't add that, it would just add done the inside of it. See? Oh, I should have used my, before you remove it, just, I like to keep my framelit in it. I think that makes it easier, and just make sure you don't have nothing on your thing. And it's a very friendly framelit. And you see, I didn't have the precision plate for that. That is the one I didn't. But for the grid, you want the precision plate. So now I get the detail butterfly that you can use just like that. Or if you want something in the back, then you got it. So that was, I said I would show you how to do a butterfly like this, and I used the wing of Stella. Now for this one here, again, this is rock and roll. And it's on watercolor paper. And it is powder pink in fresh fig. So what you're going to do, it's, where is my stamp? Make sure it is clean. So I'm going to stamp in the pink first. Rock and roll, stamp. Remove it. Now I have to wash it before I go back, because then my powder pink would become very dark. Stamp in the powder pink, rock, right here. Again, wash this. Powder pink, fresh fig, right here. And wash that. Now for the little dots, what did I do with that stamp? Okay, of course it is a time of texture. I was looking for the have a beautiful birthday. Right now I feel I'm in a rush. It is soft sky. Just add little dots here and there. Okay, let me look for a happy birthday one. Okay, it is Birthday Blossom, and we're going to use fresh fig again. Voila. And we will take our fresh fig butterfly that we cut, that I'm really going to show you my mess tonight, because this is outrageous. Take this. Again, just glue dots. put that right here. I just did one, that's it. Now I got my layers. I cut my butterfly from my layers because why using a different piece of cardstock if you already get your layers? That's going to get covered. So I got that. That was pre-done, but I wanted to show you how to do at least one butterfly that I said I would do. And we ruined the bag, but I explained it, right? Well, this here, going to have to go first. And the reason why, because if I put my piece on it, it's going to get stuck to this there. And this is Fresh Fig. This is a powder pink. And this, it is, this layer here, I want to say it's 3/4 by 5. Let's measure once, let's measure twice, cut once. It is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So 3.5 by 4 3/4. This is going to be 3.25 by 4.5. 3.25 by 4.5. Put that right at the top here. And then in the inside, I just left it plain. This one, I could do the butterfly again, write a greeting. That one it's plain, but I think I would go ahead and do again. I really like the thumping, so I think that I would do the powder pink and do the thumping in the Fresh Fig. This, off on it, stamp that there, voila. So now you get a nice little butterfly there. So, okay, now it's time for a door prize, Ollie. They spend 2 hours with me. I'm going to turn you around and around, but I want to show you my mess. So, this is what I was working on. See, I kept on pushing and pushing and pushing, and I got a lovely mess. And that is not it. I ran out of space there, and I was pushing over there. So you see, it was a little bit of challenge. It's just that I got tossed out a little bit with the, what it's called, with that, not using the right layers. Oh, you're way too high or I'm way too low. Yeah, when you don't have the right tools or the right, I should say the right tools, it make it very hard. So you see that for the grid, you really do need the precision plate. I mean, you don't, I bet you can go back and forth and use it with maybe what it's called, another piece of cardstock on top, a shim, and that maybe would work, but the precision plate look awesome. So this was one card tonight, one. This was another card, two, and a bag and a card, whatever. So this here should be removed so you can see it. And this is the same than the pink we done, a bigger window. So you learn how to enlarge the window. So that's another one here. And this was the pink one with the scallop topper. So you learn how to do the scallop topper with even wider piece. And then we did this one here that got a different, this is from the Timeless Texture, the, not the butterfly, but the dragonfly. And then we did, I thought we had another one. We got two bags, this and this. That's it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ways to use this and many tips in it. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry I kept you here 2 hours. I really thought I had it prepared so well. Well, I guess that I want to share so much. Well, at least you learned a lot of good tips with this framelit. Remember, grid paper would be a great addition in your craft room. So let's see if Ollie got a winner for us. By the way, I should have said that at the beginning. How you get entered in the drawing, it's by every time you comment, Ollie grab the names from there. So that's how we know that you're present. And to win, you have to be still on. Because when this is over, when I announce your name, you have to go at FrenchieStamps.com and send me your mailing address. Tonight, the winner, oh, look, we had 6 cards. I forgot this one here. So we had 6 cards, different way to use that. So the winner tonight going to win the Pretty Pocket Card Kit. So this is going to be mailed, sent in the mail, so you have to send me your mailing address soon that we're done live. And the winner, Ollie just buzzed me. The winner, it's Kay Carlson. So Kay, please send me, email me your mailing address, and you are the winner tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I'm sorry we had a little bit of difficulty, but I think it went good. It's, you know, it's just part of life. Technical problem, it's part of life. Tomorrow night, I will be live on Facebook. I call my Thursday night on Facebook. It's Frenchie Create. I get my, on the fly there, I get my little stamp that I got made. Frenchie Create on the Fly. That it's every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Mountain Time on Facebook. I say every Thursday night. Like last week, I was in Canada and my connection was very bad. I couldn't get on, so then I will post. I cannot be on. But I'm going to say most of Thursday night, I'm live on Facebook, and that is a very quick. It's I don't even know what I make in advance. It's nothing like these class on YouTube. I don't have a clue what I make. I pick a stamp set. I let my viewer pick the color, and I just create something on the fly. So it's shorter and it's kind of fun because I don't know what I'm doing, and it's make it fun. People can see really how I create just every day. You know, I just take a stamp set and go with it. And that's what I show on Facebook. Really, it's nothing prepared, and I just create something very quick and simple. Usually it's no framelit, no big shot, nothing, just stamp and ink and paper and go with it. And so, if you want to join me, again, you can go at FrenchieStamps.com. All my link, it's all on my blog on the end right side. Just scroll down a little bit. You're going to find my Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all it's there. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check the clearance rack because it is while supplies last. And yes, you can choose from that too if you want the PDF file tonight with all the measurement, all the colors. It's all listed there. And the hostess code, it's K3J37BX6. So K3J37BX6 with an order of $30 before tax and shipping with this hostess code. I will send you the PDF file. If you order it's over $150, do not enter the hostess code. You will get the monthly PDF file, the project of the month, plus you're going to get tonight, plus the rewards. So again, thank you and have a good night, my friend. I hope you enjoyed 2 hours of me talking and fixing and learning problems. Bye-bye for now.